Who are you?
Paul Westall's President and Chief Operating Officer of Western Copper and Gold.
What is Western Copper and Gold?
Western Copper and Gold is a junior mining company, and we're developing the casino project located in the Yukon.
What is the stage of the project?
So we finished a feasibility study in 2013, got our permit application submitted about a year and a half ago, and so we're working our way through permitting.
What is the work that you're doing right now?
The key things right now is working through permitting. Working with the regulatory agencies, the affected First Nations, the communities, bringing the project forward.
Can you compare it to particular types of other mines?
Yeah, Casino is a large copper-gold porphyry. It's got 9 million ounces of gold, 4.5 billion pounds of copper in the reserve, and another 9 million ounces and 5.4 billion pounds of copper in the inferred resource. So it's a big copper-gold deposit. If you're looking at British Columbia, you're thinking projects like Highland Valley Copper, Mount Milligan, Red Chris as comparable sort of projects.
We're filling on the Yukon River, probably just a short helicopter ride from your project. What has been some of the logistical things that you've been dealing with within the Yukon territory?
For our project and, as we've developed it and done the drilling, it's actually been not too bad. We're on the Yukon River. We're actually on our barge landing here right now as we're talking. We set up camp and brought equipment and fuel and in and out of our camp here through this barge landing and landed ships here and moved stuff up the road up to camp, which is about 17 kilometers away from where we are right now.
Can you talk about some of the people that are managing Western Copper, the history of the company?
Sure. Yeah. No, Western started in 2006, and we really spun out of the Western Silver acquisition. And Western Silver was acquired for the Penasquito project, which was the key project in that company in 2006 by Glamis for $1.6 billion. Goldcorp then bought out Glamis, and Penasquito is now an important mine in Goldcorp's portfolio. So that team Western Silver was led by Dale Corman, the chairman and CEO, and he continues to be the chairman and CEO of Western Copper and Gold as well. And so he came over, a number of members of the engineering team came over, and we then picked up a company called Lumina Resources, and for those of you that are familiar with the copper space, it's probably a common name. This was another Ross Beatty copper company, and that's when we got Casino, and we've been developing it since 2006.
This is a remote location. You talked about the advantages that companies have been seeing around LNG. Can you talk about how it's meant for actually making projects like this work?
Yeah, we identified LNG as a great source of energy for us to generate electricity 5 years ago, and we've really been developing it and putting together the logistics and the best way to do it. And for the Casino project, it's looking at bringing in power for about 9.5 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's a pretty impressive number. And it's increasingly becoming the way to go for energy in the north. Within Whitehorse, they've just converted some diesel generators over to liquefied natural gas, and so we started this idea, and people are sort of continuing it on, and we're very happy to see that.
Where does a concentrate go when you generate it?
Yeah, so we'll produce two concentrates. We'll produce a copper gold concentrate and a molybdenum concentrate, and both of those will be trucked from site 560 kilometers to the port of Skagway in Alaska. And this is a port. It's really, I think at one point they were actually branding it as the Yukon's port because the Minto mine, the currently operating Minto mine, ships their copper concentrate through it, and historically the Faro mine shipped concentrate through it as well.
What's the First Nations in the area?
The mine itself is located in the Selkirk First Nation traditional territory. Our road actually goes through the Little Salmon Carmacks First Nation traditional territory, and our water intake and this barge landing here right now actually is an overlap between the Selkirk First Nation traditional territory and the Trondek-Witchin. So those are the three First Nations that we work with, and we have agreements with all three, and continue to work with them through our permitting process.
What's it like working in the Yukon?
I love it. It's great. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.